So I'm still here in it's kind of like Chinatown. Like you can see like there's Asian words and stuff. This is considered like I think it's like the 13th district or something in Paris. I can't remember how many districts there are, like 28 or I don't know. Well, anyways, so I went to order a tofu sandwich, two of them, from a sandwich shop. And while I was ordering, I could only order those things because the I was able to read what was on the menu, not in French, but in Mandarin. So when I went to order the sandwiches, the cashier, he spoke to me in French, but I spoke back to him in Mandarin, and he understood because he spoke it. And, it just, at that moment, I realized just like how easy it is when you speak at least a little bit of the language. It makes all the difference in the world. Like I wouldn't be able to order like the food that I want to order if I didn't, at least be able to read some of the words or at least kind of pick out choice words that are important. So, and it just hit me like they were speaking French to me. They didn't assume that I spoke anything else. They just assume I speak French. And, I realized at that moment, like, this must be what it's like when, like, other people from other countries go to the US. Or when people from areas, like, that are kind of less multicultural go to, like, San Francisco, for instance. You meet people from, like, all walks of life. And everyone assumes they just speak English, But here, everyone assumes you speak French. And that to me is like one of those things when you travel, you realize you can't really assume anything anymore. I think it's overall like 95% of the time you can, like if you're in the US, you can assume that person speaks English. But, when you travel, just know that there's people from all over the world, and now I forget, I don't assume anything anymore. So it's kind of like that when I met one of my coworkers, Patrick, if you're watching. Like the first time I met Patrick, like he speaks fluent French, and he's like, that to me was like such a game changer. And like Gil too. So Gil, if you're watching, you guys are like awesome, man. Like you can speak multiple languages like fluently, and it just kind of blows your mind. Like you have a certain expectation, right, and a certain assumption when you meet people, and when they don't fit that criteria, it's like, whoa, I have to reevaluate how I see other people. And that to me is like one of those beautiful things about traveling. Like you meet someone and you have pretty much a clean slate. Like you've met people that don't fit your expectations. And the more you travel, the more that's so. So, traveling is just opening my eyes. And to be honest, like this, I think this is why, like when you travel more, you become a little bit more objective because you stop assuming anything. Like you don't have those preconceived notions and maybe even a bias. So, oh man, this Paris actually, it's very similar to San Francisco. That kind of feel. Not because like I'm in Chinatown and there's a Chinatown in San Francisco, but it's like the multiculturalness of it. Like there's just like people from all walks of life here. It feels just like San Francisco. You know, like, oh man, and it's awesome. And there's like cycle paths for cyclists. There's bikes everywhere. But one thing I did notice, like, don't bring a nice bike because it'll probably get stolen. Like, all the bikes I see around here are pretty, you know, like, not that great, and they're like rusty. So I gotta watch out for my bike. I'm not gonna be parking it anywhere. And if I do, Oz, if you're watching, I have 3 locks, and you're probably not gonna win your bet, man. So I will probably still have my bike when I leave France. I'll let you know. But yeah, I see some people selling some fruit on the street. You know, so I need to carb up, man. I need to get some fruit for cheap. It's better than going to the supermarket, and it's probably the same thing, to be honest with you. All right, catch you later.